this is why Michael Jordan doesn't want to visit the Philippines. A lot of people linked this over and said that you might honestly want to check this out, Vision, because it says a lot and honestly might shock you because, of course, who doesn't know Michael Jordan? And the reasoning may actually shock you and the explanation itself. So I'm excited to see this. A lot of you guys linked this video over, so please come join me. Let's see this together, yeah? Let's go. There he is. Man, who doesn't wear his shoes? Everybody knows the shoes. Isn't that crazy? The video didn't even start. I'm sorry I'm pausing 9 seconds in, but like, you can just imagine somebody at this caliber, right? Because he's probably made the biggest business just off of that. Wonder why he doesn't want to visit the Philippines. We're gonna find out.
Ano kaya ang dahilan kung bakit ayaw na ayaw ni Michael Jordan na pumunta dito sa Pilipinas? Sa videong ito, inyong matutuklasan kung ano nga ba ang dahilan kung bakit ayaw na ayaw ni Michael Jordan na pumunta dito sa ating bansa at kung magkano ang inoffer ng isang Pilipina kay Michael Jordan para lang pumunta dito sa Pilipinas. Simula na maglaro si Michael Jordan sa NBA noong 1984 at naging isang pinakakilalang basketball player ay ni isang beses hindi man lang ito pumunta sa Pilipinas na kung saan ang basketball ay isa rin sa pinakakilalang sports dito sa ating bansa. Base sa ating pananaliksik, meron tayong nakita at nabasa patungkol sa isyong ito na nagmula pa sa iba't ibang tao. Bago natin alamin ang kwento patungkol dito, atin munang alamin ang tungkol sa isang Pilipina na nag-offer sa kanya ng mahigit sa $7 million o
7 million USD to come over, please, Michael Jordan, please, and you won't? I have to know the reasoning. And the funniest thing that I can probably imagine before they even say it or try to explain it, the only reason I can imagine it has to be something that either is A, heartfelt, or despising something specific. I don't know, right? Because 7 million USD and you still don't go?
Sa pera natin ay tumataginting na 350 million pesos upang dumalaw lang ng isang araw at maglaro ng golf dito sa Pilipinas. Ang Pilipinang ito ay hindi na pinangalanan pa at siya raw ay nag-offer ng mahigit sa 350 million pesos hindi para maglaro ng basketball kundi maglaro ng golf dito sa Pilipinas.
Alright.
Dito pa lamang ay magkakaroon ka na ng ideya na ang Pilipinang ito ay sobrang yaman para mag-offer ng limpak-limpak na pera para lamang sa isang araw na pagbisita ni Michael Jordan dito sa ating bansa. Subalit sa offer ng Pilipinang ito na 350 million pesos ay tinanggihan ito ni Michael Jordan. Kung iisipin natin, ang 7 million ay napakaliit lamang na pera para kay Michael Jordan. Dahil siya ay may total net worth na 1.7 billion o
Yo, but like, isn't that just a thing that's the problem in itself? Like, okay, he has 1.7 billion because of his shoe, his this, his that, fantastic. 7 million is like little for him. But even then, why wouldn't you want to just visit the Philippines just for the sake of visiting it for the love of the sport? You know, the sport that got him to the place that he's at, because he wouldn't be where he is without his fans, period. It's the same with any kind of, even a creator, right? I wouldn't be anything without you guys. Same with Michael Jordan or any athlete, Cristiano Ronaldo. They would be nothing. They would not be idols. They would not be famous. They wouldn't be anything if you guys didn't support them. If the people who loved them didn't show that. If no one bought his shoe, there would be no Jordan shoe. If no one bought or, loved what he did, if everyone just didn't care, he wouldn't be rich. The sport wouldn't even be successful without the love of those fans, the people who love the sport, who enjoy it, who find that passion in it. So I don't know. I find that a little weird because the Philippines is probably the highest supporting for the sport right now too.
Bas ng 85 billion pesos. Kaya naman, hindi naging mahirap para sa kanya na tanggihan ang offer ng isang Pilipina para lamang pumunta dito sa Pilipinas. At dahil dito, mapapaisip ka talaga kung ano nga ba ang dahilan kung bakit ayaw na ayaw ni Michael Jordan na pumunta sa ating bansa. Isa sa mga dahilan niya ay ang patungkol sa security issue. Hindi naman natin masisisi si Michael Jordan na isipin na rin ang kanyang pansariling kaligtasan, lalo na sa mga bansang hindi natin maiwasan na may mga taong umisip na gumawa ng hindi maganda sa mga sikat. kilala at sobrang yamang mga tao. Subalit kung ito man ang dahilan ni Michael Jordan kung bakit ayaw niya pumunta dito sa Pilipinas, meron din namang mga sikat
Yeah.
na NBA player tulad nina Kobe Bryant at LeBron James ang hindi alintana itong security issues na ito upang pumunta rito sa Pilipinas, na kung saan itong si LeBron James ay pumunta pa nga sa tenement sa Taguig City.
Look at that.
Malamang kung na-experience mo nang pumunta rito sa tenement ay magigets mo kaagad kung bakit may iilang mga tao ang ayaw pumunta sa lugar na ito. Atin namang alamin ang pangalawang dahilan kung bakit ayaw na Michael Jordan na pumunta dito
Okay,
sa...
but Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant went, rest in peace, Kobe, by the way. Like, Black Mamba mentality. Bro, it's so sad to see because I grew up listening to his interviews, Kobe Bryant, and he was probably one of the biggest motivating factors as to why I kept going in so many situations in my life. Fantastic. It's so sad to have seen that. Regardless, I just want to mention and preface that LeBron and Kobe going should set the tone regardless that you can go to these places even if you have a quote unquote fear maybe of security. You can have a fear of security anywhere. A Filipino visiting the US, I've mentioned this before, be very careful. Anywhere you go, you want to be very careful. I don't care how safe you think it is. You may think that Japan is the safest in the world. It doesn't mean you just let your guard down. There's places where there's the Akuza gang. There's these places you just be very careful what you do. And then there's like these certain areas where women try to get you in, and take your money in Japan. This happens. This literally has happened. I've seen horror stories of it. But again, this is to mention that every place you need to be aware. Watch yourself, have this, just be careful where you go. Same with the US, where I live, right? There is literally, if you go 20 minutes from where I am is very nice in Florida. You go 20, 30 minutes from where I am, you're in a place where if you walking in the street, you will be robbed. And it's just a matter of when. Give it a day or two. You will be robbed. And that's just because you start to understand, yeah, okay, this area is this area is that. Same thing with the Philippines, same thing with Brazil. I'm not saying that every place you go is going to happen, but it's more likely. It's like this with every place. So I don't know about that security issue. That might be BS, honestly. Because even he probably knows, Michael, where he's from. He probably had a place that you knew not to go because of this. Like, come on now.
ating
And
bansa.
Kobe went and
Sa
LeBron
lahat
went.
ng bansa sa Asia, tanging ang bansang China lamang ang parang alam na bisitahin ni Michael Jordan. Sa lahat ng mga nagtataka kung bakit ang bansang China lamang ang kanyang binibisita sa Asia, ay dahil mula pa kasi noong 90s, mararamdaman mo talagang business-minded itong si Michael Jordan, na kung saan may makukuha siyang malaking pera ay doon din siya pupunta.
How often do you have to listen? I love Michael, what he's done, right? Crazy. But this is just annoying. There's no way you're gonna tell me business minded, you already have billions of dollars. How often are you going to be, you know what I mean? There gets a point where it's like, okay, business, you keep your business, but just visit there for the love of the sport, the respect, right? The love for the people who made you who you are. Hello? Like, when are we going to forget about that for 5 seconds? You know what I mean? I get it. Business is business, right? Be smart. He was intelligent with what he did, made a shoe, made a brand. Fantastic. Good job. Anyways, let's go visit the people who made you who you are. A lot of the Filipinos who supported you, who love basketball. Why does it have to be that?
Sa bansang China kasi ay mayroong pinakamalaking paggawaan ng sapatos na Michael Jordan, na alam naman natin na malaking parte ng 1.7 billion US dollars net worth ni Michael Jordan ay nanggaling sa mga sapatos na kanyang iniendorso sa Nike. Kaya naman, ang bansang China lang ang alam niyang puntahan, at upang ipakita na rin sa mga Nike employees dito ang personal na pasasalamat sa kanila. At syempre upang mamotivate din na gawin ng maayos yung mga sapatos na ine-endorso ni Michael Jordan. Ganun pa man, kahit na pumunta ito sa China, ay bukod sa mga security na kanyang dala galing Amerika, ay mayroon ring i-deploy sa China na mga Chinese security guards, pati na rin ang mga iilang pulis para sa kanyang kaligtasan habang nasa China ito. Ayon rin sa aking nabasa, ginagawa lamang daw ni Michael Jordan ang pagbisitang ito sa China upang amuhin lang daw yung mga Chinese na medyo may tampo sa kanya. Sa mga hindi rin nakakaalam, ay may kinasuhan itong si Michael Jordan na isang malaking kumpanya sa China na pumipeke ng kanyang mga sapatos. Talagang hindi natin masisisi si Michael Jordan na pumunta sa mga bansang makakatulong sa kanyang pagyaman. Wala rin namang masama kung heto ang kanyang paraan ng pagyaman. Bukod kasi sa offer ng Pilipina na 7 million US dollars o 350 million pesos na kanyang tinanggihan, ay mayroon pa itong isang offer na tinanggihan na nagkakahalaga naman ng 100 million US dollars o 5 billion pesos. Sa mga panahong kasing iyon ay mapapansin mo dito kay Michael Jordan na bihira na lamang siya magpa-interview kahit pa sa mga kilalang media industries, at sobrang bihira rin itong makita kahit pa sa mga big events. Maraming nagsasabing nakafocus na lamang itong si MJ sa pagmonitor ng mga negosyo ngayon na masasabi nating kontento na siya sa buhay na mayroon siya ngayon.
It is definitely that, because he is one of the richest men. He's probably paying attention a lot to his family. But I do want to preface that, you know, when you have that much money, you can only imagine, right? Because I guarantee a lot of you guys probably in the comments, you can let me know. Or if you have that much money, probably one of the main things you would say is, you know, help your family. And then after that, you know, maybe visit around the world. That's what I've been doing, right? I've been traveling just because I know one day I won't be here anymore. And me, I want to retire and live in the Philippines. And when that becomes my home, because I've been there already for a while, but when I eventually do retire in the Philippines, I want to still travel to other places. Not like I'm just going to go to the Philippines, boom, never go to this place, go to this place. You know, there's so many things that I want to be able to do. And I'm surprised that Michael Jordan isn't in that same boat, because, you know, he's been to China, cool, but you should still be at least like, hey, I want to visit a place that, you know, I haven't been yet because I have billions of dollars. Why not visit? And on top of that, you're meeting supporters from all over the world. And on top of that, you're going to meet some of the people who, you know, made you who you are. Your supporters are the people who made you, you know, who you are. So respect that. But of course, there are some supporters who are too overboard. You know, they touch you, they're disrespectful, whatever it is, right? But, you know, for the supporters who are respectful, besides all that, you want to be there for them. So it's like a win-win. You travel a place you've never been. He's never been to the Philippines, and you meet supporters who made you who you are. A lot of big fans. You know what I mean? It's like a win-win situation. So I'm surprised, because at least for me, I have that ideology with whatever I have in this life. I want to make sure that when I look back on my life, that, you know, not only did I retire in a place that I absolutely love, the Philippines, but I also got to travel to so many different places. You know, it's crucial to me. And maybe you guys agree, or maybe you have a different idea, but you guys let me know. But I mean, dude, I'm shocked, because I know he's taking care of his family, but bring your family, bro. You know? Like, I don't know.
Bilang pang 1,729 na pinakamayamang tao sa mundo.
It's his life, though.
Isipin mo na lamang kung mayroon kang 1.7 billion US dollars o 85 billion pesos, ay halos lahat na yata ng bagay na pwede mong bilhin ay makukuha mo.
Pretty much.
Para naman doon sa mga napapaisip kung ano nga ba ang pinakamalaking investment ni Michael Jordan maliban sa pag-e-endorse niya sa Nike, ay eto ang pag-invest niya sa isang NBA team na Charlotte Hornets. Sa team na ito ay nag-invest siya ng halos 180 million US dollars. Nung una ay maraming tao ang pinagtatawanan nitong si Michael Jordan dahil sa pag-invest niya ng napakalaking halaga ng pera sa team na ito. Subalit hindi nila alam na pagkalipas ng ilang taon ay biglang tumaas ang halaga ng team na Charlotte Hornets, na sa kasalukuyan ay mayroon itong halaga na 1.5 billion US dollars.
That's how it goes.
At ngayon rin ay nakakuha na si Michael Jordan ng halos 70% ng ownership nitong team na ito.
And this is not to discredit him, but for sure he probably had like a dream of getting a team and, you know, just creating a team after he's retired. And he did so, but he definitely had, and remember I say this again to preface that I'm not taking away and discrediting him for doing this, but he definitely had an advisor most likely who said, hey, you should try this, or maybe you should do this, right? Because at this point in your career, you're definitely not just walking around with billions. You have to have an advisor. It's too much money, right? And he most likely had an advisor maybe mentioned to him like, oh, put this much, and then this is the possibility. because he can't think of all these things at once while also doing his Jordan brand, you know? So that's not to discredit. That's just to point out that most likely that's what was happening. But it is awesome. He probably did already still have that dream or aspire to own a team, which is cool. But regardless, maybe one of your players going to be Filipino on the Hornets team. Jordan, go visit, bro. You know what I mean? Just, I don't know.
Sa katunayan nga niyan ay naging 90% pa ito dati. Subalit nagdesisyon itong ibenta na lang ang 20% ito kamakailan lang. Gayunpaman, siya pa rin ang may control sa team ng Charlotte Hornets na personal pa niyang tinutulungan ang kanyang mga player sa iba't ibang laban nito sa NBA. At heto ang mga dahilan kung bakit ayaw ni Michael Jordan na pumunta dito sa Pilipinas. Sana balang araw ay maisipan rin ni Michael Jordan na bumisita dito sa ating bansa upang makita at maramdaman din niya kung gaano siya kakilalang tao dito sa Pilipinas.
Yeah.
Ano naman ang masasabi mo patungkol sa bidyong ito? Nanaisin mo rin ba makita ng personal si Michael Jordan kung sakaling bibisita dito sa ating bansa? Mag-iwan lamang ng komento sa ibaba. Paki-like na rin ng video at huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe sa channel.
Yeah, that was a good video. I mean, pointing out a lot of the things that kind of don't make sense as to why, or maybe tried to make sense of. But you guys let me know your thoughts. You know, I said what I thought, but good video. Thank you guys for linking us over. But let me know in the comments your thoughts below. I love you guys. Till next time. Peace. How good you been living? Wait, how good you been living? I've been living too good for you. I've been living too. Did what I did and I do it again. Every move that I make, I ain't feeling repent. Nobody believes to believe it's a friend, and you question your moves like you really won't end.